Hi everybody, it's Linda, Black Bear Family Farms. Sorry I haven't been around for a while. After market was done, I ended up getting a cold and been fighting that. As you can hear, my voice is still a little scratchy. And we've hit a lot of cold weather. We had snow just before Halloween, and now we're down in the 20s every night. We've had some really freezing temperatures. Today's pretty nice, it's in the high 40s. So let me show you around to our garden that's all frostbitten. I'm gonna try and keep the greenhouse going during those cold spells, but my heater wasn't quite warm enough for the one night and everything died. So this is again about a week later, everything's gone. So I need to clean this out because I'd like to put some crops in here that might come up in the spring on their own. So I've got to clean this up. Let me show you the rest. So all the flowers are done. The cucumbers and everything, of course, are done. So it's a lot of cleanup. Horseradish, comfrey. The garden's done, except for a few cabbages that can take cold weather. But I don't know if they formed enough of a head. Let me see, this one looks a little promising over here. Yeah, we might actually have a cabbage there. That looks pretty promising. Otherwise, everything else is done. Over here, I've covered the roses for the winter, and I planted some garlic. Pulled out the sunflowers. The strawberries are done. I'll have to clean that out. But the lavender over here, I just mulched it to try and keep the cold temperatures off it. I let it come back. A lot of things will come back on its own. The flowers will. The chives in the middle here, that always comes back every year. But I need to clean out all these tomatoes. And it's just kind of a mess out here. But it's time to get ready for winter. We've already had snow, like I said, before Halloween. A couple inches for a couple days, but it's gone now. But I'd like to put some carrots in. And last time I tried that, they actually came back in the spring. They just kind of sat dormant until spring, and then they started growing. So I'd like to try that again. I want to get these Growoyas out because I don't want them to freeze in the ground. And yeah, it's kind of a mess out here. All these calendula and comfrey, and they'll self-pollinate. So we'll have all that coming up on its own. Over here, the borage, that'll come back again. Always too much. But the sage came back on its own. So I'm sure it will again. It looks pretty good actually right now. So right now I'm going to focus on the greenhouse. We need to put the poles back inside that hold up the roof for the snow load, which I know will be coming. We also want to cover the other greenhouse with some tarps so that it doesn't happen like last year where the ceiling collapses. So we're working on some winterizing. Ben already put some tarps on the chicken coop there, and we moved the ducks from their space over there into the main chicken yard. And we've had some changes in the chicken yard. Changes. Over here we had the Dorkings, which were our white heritage egg layers, but Ben decided to sell the flock, and now he's moved our blue Cochins in here, along with a few turkeys. But that's what he decided. He wanted to get a pure egg out of them, so they're really good egg layers, and I think they're adorable. They're just so cute with their fuzzy feet and fuzzy butts. So that's the first change, is that we got rid of the Dorkings and we now have the blue Cochins in here. Convenience of the winter, we put the ducks into the main chicken yard because having to water them and feed them separately, especially when the snow gets deeper, just is not very easy. So we decided rather than having birds out here, we would just keep everybody in the yard. We moved the American breasts, are no longer out in the other barn. So I'll show you, we got rid of the speckled Sussex and moved them over here. Moved the American breasts. These guys are so funny. They always go everywhere together. A little gang of ducks. But it's fun to see them moving around, and we don't have a pool for them, but they have plenty of water to keep them refreshed and keep their bills clean. But over here we got rid of the speckled Sussex, and we've now put the American breasts over here. So they're over here and they're doing well. We just want to keep them separated so they can have their own specialty eggs if we want to sell, or we can hatch our own. Ready for winter. We've covered up our rose bushes, and I planted some garlic over here, and we're just working on getting things done. Let me show you. Then got a tarp on the chicken coop, and we got the greenhouse covered. So hopefully this winter we won't have the problems of last winter. We've been parking our wheelbarrows and just cleaning up stuff. So we're happy to finally be getting some things done. So thanks for watching, and we'll keep you posted when the first snowstorm gets here.